Sing the song.
Yeah. Shorty, come on, baby, shorty, tell me what it do.
Y'all gotta love it, though. I swear to God.
Last year, let's smoke some kills, sip a little absolute. Say what you know about shorty, just me and you, yeah.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy D back here with another video on Throwback Thursday. This time we're going to check out Royce the 5'9" Power. This is from Royce the 5'9's 2018 album, The Book of Ryan. Now, The Book of Ryan, that is a classic album. That one probably would go down as his masterpiece out of his career. Literally, it's basically an autobiography about his childhood. And it's one of those albums you can't even, just really listen to one song here, one song there, put it in a playlist, things like that, because none of the songs are those types of songs. I mean, you got one song called Caterpillar. You guys might have heard that one. That one's kind of a little bit different. It's got Eminem on one, and it's got Logic on a remix. Like, that one might be able to pull out, but I mean, the rest of it is literally part of a full, bigger picture. So the whole album literally is the Book of Ryan. So from the intro all the way to the end, it follows a path, and it's just telling stories about his life, you know. So with that, it is a lot of storytelling in it. And again, it's not like a big album full of hits, but it's an album that you listen to get his actual whole meaning behind what he was trying to do with the album. So this song right here, this one's probably one of my favorite tracks off of it. It goes into about him growing up and like what it was like on one of the Christmas days for his life. So we're gonna go through this one real quick, check it out, and hope you guys enjoy this one.
You want what for Christmas? Hell no. What you mean, is this all we got? That's it.
It's Christmas time and I'm Montgomery home. Daddy's acting all crazy again.
So first, let me get this part out the way. So every time he's singing like that, it's pretty much like the narrator kind of setting the picture for you. So each time you hear that, it's going to be a new scene type thing. And then he goes through and does all the different characters and everything. So let's get back a little bit.
That's it.
It's Christmas time and I'm Montgomery home. Daddy's acting all crazy again. Mama got herself a bloody nose. Daddy slapped her in the face again. Why they always gotta fight so much? Damn. Mama face swole, me and my bros in a panic state. If that's the case, yo, I can't just stay around us. Everything was fine, we just had dinner. We got all the He-Mans, Battle Cat, Adam, and Cringer, even Castle Grayskull and Snake Mountain.
See, like, that part of the song really hit home for me just because, I mean, he's like maybe 5 minutes older than me. So I remember actually getting all them same toys for Christmas too. So, I mean, he's really painting that vivid picture for all of us old heads who actually had all those things, the He-Mans and the Castle Grayskulls and all that. So, I mean, that was cool having us taking us back there, setting that stage like that.
Now we sit and listen to y'all argue about how y'all plan this day, and y'all just admitted to us Santa fake, so Kid Fisher just ran away pouting. Now I gotta go and console him. He wasn't nothing but a spoiled little boy then, little naive with an innocent cry. All he ever wanted to do was fit in with us, and y'all bought him a pair of fake Timberlands and put him in a real Timberland box. I'll never forget them boots. They was called Rugged Outbacks. Mama went and found them at Payless.
Yeah, I remember that too. I ain't never had no Rugged Outbacks, but I do remember them fake shoes that would almost look like the real ones, and they be from Payless. And let one of your homies show up to school with those shoes on. It was you was gonna clown them. And then, I mean, so many fights broke out for stuff like that. I mean, man, I mean, again, he's setting that tone, painting that picture.
Never forget them boots. They was called Rugged Outbacks. Mama went and found him at Payless and made us promise not to say nothing. And Pop came in like he ain't know nothing about it. Like, Judy, you gonna send that boy out in public like that? He'll be just fine. These kids ain't about to be looking down at his feet for no treat. And she really meant that.
Well, Mama was wrong there, because the kids gonna look, and the kids gonna see, because look, whenever kids see, at least when I was a kid, they see some new shoes, they be like, "Oh, check out those new shoes." And then if all of a sudden they like, "Wait a minute," and if you heard that "wait a minute," you know it was on then, because you didn't got found out.
Say nothing and Pop came in like he ain't know nothing about it. Like, Judy, you gonna send that boy out in public like that? He'll be just fine. These kids ain't about to be looking down at his feet for no treat. And she really meant that. Meanwhile, this little arrogant nigga called himself stunting on me and Greg with him talking about where y'all Tim's at. But he was too young to detect sarcasm, so we was like, nigga, where your Tim's at? It's Thanksgiving in the Montgomery home. Greg just came in here drunk again. Now Mama trying to cover for him. She afraid my daddy gonna punch him again.
So now, that was one Christmas. Now it's gonna fast forward to, a later Christmas in his life.
Now Mama trying to cover for him. She afraid my daddy gonna punch him again. Why you gotta get drunk so much? Damn. I wish you would just stay where you was at instead of coming home all rude and disrespecting all of Father rules and shit. Man, the move to switch me and Vicious Plan Connect for our favorite movie just came on the tube, and it's ironic it's Bloodsport, and I'm looking at Frank Dukes and shit, thinking you should split before Daddy come down these stairs at his basement and see you wait.
Little bar there. Frank Dukes, played by Van Damme, always doing that split kick. Bar.
You should split before Daddy come down these stairs at his basement and see you wasted. But he just cut me off like, that nigga ain't gonna do shit. But the truth is this, he couldn't.
Now, if anybody knows, that's some plain words for you. That's what that people always want to say, but let you say that to somebody, and that you're gonna get knocked the whole all the way out.
You should split before Daddy come down these stairs at his basement and see you wasted. But he just cut me off like, that nigga ain't gonna do shit. But the truth is this, he couldn't whoop my dad even if he was sober. I know cause he tried once, ended up unconscious, a broke arm and a toothless chip. My big bro got a lot of emotional problems. He feel that we was all abused as kids. He saw Mama get dragged down all kind of stairs like a rag doll when he was 2. And this is back when Daddy used to sniff cocaine, whole thing. He had to be subjected to this. When he gets drunk, he gets to losing it. He gets the illusion that he gonna protect us all from the big bad wolf. Stand up to him and prove some shit. But all he really doing is stressing Mom out. Gotta.
See, man, again, this is what I'm talking about with this Royce 5'9", and that's what makes this whole album good. Because the whole album has this vivid imagery like that, so you could really just picture it all in your own head of what's going on. I mean, he did a really good job of painting the picture so that you could see and understand everything he's talking about in this album.
Going, boy, you know your daddy up there sleeping. Your food is ready. Why don't you stop making all this noise and just let him stay asleep? The turkey's down in the Montgomery home. Dad has just been awakened again. Greg is making all kinds of noise. Dad is on his way angry again. Who was that making all that goddamn noise? Greggy, get up here. You been out there drinking again? What the fuck I tell you about coming in my house with this disrespectful shit, nigga? Where the fuck you done been? I'm thinking to myself, Greg, please don't say nothing stupid, man. Every time my daddy in his drawers and he's standing in the hallway, man, at somebody, I swear to God, he got the same strength as Superman. My brother turned around and just walks in the kitchen without even giving an answer, with his back to him, like, I ain't gotta talk to you, nigga. Nigga, you don't hear me talking to you? Next thing my brother did is something that when it comes to my father, is something you just don't do. He looked him right in his eyes and he asked him, what the fuck is you gonna do? My father hit him so hard his body hit the stove, the oven dough hit the fucking floor, the turkey fell out the oven hole and landed near the stairs. Now daddy standing over Greg talking about, nigga, you ain't hurt, get up. get up. Then here come Vish talking about Dad, I don't think he gonna get up. Then Mama went damn near hysterical. She called the police came, neighbors was all in the street watching the cops taking my father out in handcuffs. Damn, that shit was real embarrassing. To all my friends I grew up with, who grew up fatherless, I know through me you live vicariously. I want you to know that we ain't no better than you or yours, we all needed therapy. We care about each other more than we care about if anybody understands us. What I'm trying to say is fuck you and happy holidays from the Montgomery family. Every man reaches that point in life. We don't want to make excuses no more. Life took me on a roller coaster ride. I've been up and down, no ribbons, and my daddy took me on highs. Turn around and then took me on lows. Oh, then I think about it. I use that shit as fuel. Then I changed it in the road. Now can't you feel it? Can't you feel it?
And then he comes to the end of the song talking about how all those different things, he then flipped it and used all those experiences to gain power. So the story was sad, but it's not supposed to be a sad song. Sad story. It's supposed to show how he did that, went through that, and then went and changed those experiences to become a better man.
That I'm a grown man with power, yeah. You say, yeah. If you was raised in a strict home like me, felt alone like me, and it gave you power. You can do it too, just look at me. See, I'm a grown man with power, yeah. Everybody say, yeah. If you don't know the meaning of abuse, if you've been through so much and nothing nobody can do to you. Now can't you feel it? I'm a runaway, somehow became a grown man with power. You can do it too, if I can do it. Use this power. I was a runaway, There's nothing none of y'all can do to me.
When you were a child growing up with Granddad and Granny, did you really feel like Granddad was a good father to you?
Absolutely. All my friends, daddies was walking out on the left and right. He never left us. He was always there for us. There was a lot of things that happened that I didn't understand. Maybe I might not answer the question the same way when I was a teenager, but I understand and appreciate him so much more now as a man. Because he taught me respect and discipline, consequences for your acts. So yeah, of course.
Do you think his approach as a father really shaped the type of father that you are today? Or do you in some ways think it had negatives to it? And if so, what kind of negative traits do you try to avoid having as a father right now to me?
When you have your own, you'll understand.
Yeah. Yeah, see? That's what it's all about. He's saying it right there. Everything that his dad did, it was to actually make him a better man. He might not agree with the ways it happened, like with the beatings. He was on cocaine. It was scary, but, sometimes that's how it is. And you know what? Sometimes a lot of these kids nowadays need that. Because a lot of these kids out here now, they just out here just doing whatever. They don't got nobody at home telling them, no, that's not how you're supposed to do it. They're not having no repercussions for their actions. So they just out there just doing whatever. And we need more fathers in this world who's going to actually do something to make sure their kids is out there at least doing right and understand there's consequences. And you just can't just do whatever you want to do because you might end up in a place you don't want to be. But I'm going to get up off my soapbox. Hopefully you enjoyed that song. Again, grab that whole album. That whole album is a whole thing. And, I just took a little piece out of it. Because, the imagery and the vivid story was just exceptional to me. But the whole album as a whole, yeah, it's just as good every song. So go ahead, check that out. And we'll see you at your next one.